Hello friends, welcome back to the Python programming session. In the earlier session, we had looked onto the various operations performed on the tuple data type. And in this session, let's look into indexing and slicing in tuples data type. Friends, indexing and slicing, we had seen it in the string data type as well as the list data type. And it holds the same way we can do indexing and slicing on the tuples data type as well. So what is tuple indexing? If we want to fetch one particular item, that is just the one element from the tuple, we go in for tuple indexing. Tuple indexing helps us to fetch a single item from the tuple. So the syntax for this is the tuple name, and in square brackets we have to specify the index value. What do you mean by index value? The first element will be at 0th index, the second at first index, third element at second, fourth element at third index, fifth element at fourth index, and sixth element will be at the fifth index. So this is the positive index, and it travels from left to right, and we also have the negative index which traverses from the right to the left. So this is at -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, and then -6. So these are the negative indexes. So in tuple indexing, we can have positive, we can access the items of the tuples with positive index or negative index or the nested index, because we are having a nested tuple, that is one tuple within another tuple. We can access the elements of the inner tuple with the help of nested indexing. So let's see, this is what is called as indexing. Now coming to tuple slicing. What is tuple slicing? In this we can fetch a range of elements, not a single element. We can fetch a range of elements from the tuple. And the syntax for it is tuple name. We have to specify the start index, the stop index, and the step size. Start index tells us from which position, from which index we have to get the values, and end index tells at what position, till what index we have to fetch the values, and step size is nothing but the incremental size. So the default values for start index is, if we don't specify any start index, by default it will take from the beginning of the tuple. The data will be fetched from the beginning of the tuple. And at any point of time, if we don't specify the stop index, the items will be fetched till the end of the tuple. And at any point of time, if we don't specify any step size, one will be taken as the step size. So these were the difference between tuple indexing and tuple slicing. To fetch a single item, we go for tuple indexing. To fetch a range of items, we go for tuple slicing. Now we have seen the positive index and the negative index. Now let's see tuple indexing. If I give tuple 1 brackets 1, that is index 1, then it will print the value at index 1, that is 2. The item is 2. So it will print the value 2. Now if I give tuple 1 of 4, at the fourth index I am having the item 5. So it will print 5. Now if I say tuple 1 of 5, so the fifth item I am having one more tuple, that is the nested tuple, inner tuple. So it is at the fifth position, fifth index value. So tuple 1 of 5 will give the innermost tuple values. Not bad. It will give the tuple at the fifth index value. And now if I say tuple 1 of 6, this index is not present over here. It is ranging only from 0 to 5th index. So we do not have tuple 1 of 6. So it will give an index error telling index is out of range. Index is out of range. So we get a index, it should be only till 0 to 5. Anything after 5 will raise an index error. These were the positive indexes through which we access the items in the tuple, a single item at a time. And now let's go in for the negative indexes. If I give tuple 1 of minus 1, it spans from right to left. The last element will be at the minus 1 index. So I'll again have my tuple, that is 10, 20. So I'm having the innermost tuple at minus 1 index. Now if I say tuple 1 of minus 6, the item 1 will be fetched. So tuple 1 of minus 6 will give the item equal to 1. And again in the negative index, if we say tuple 1 of minus 7, the index negative index minus 7 is not there. It is stopping at minus 6. So again it is given index error specifying index is out of range. Index is out of range. And now for nested tuples. To access, if we have nested tuples, we can access the individual items within the nested tuple with the help of nested indexes. So my nested tuple is located at the 5th position. So if I give tuple 1 of 5, tuple 1 of 5 will fetch the full tuple, innermost tuple. If I want to get the 30th item from the innermost tuple, then I have to specify one more index. 30th is at 0, 1, 2. So it is at the second index. So I have to specify 2 indexes to access the items within the nested tuple. So if I give tuple 1 of 5, I get this tuple. In this, I have to fetch the second index. So 0, 1, 2. So I get the value 30. Similarly, if I say tuple 1 of 5 of 0. So tuple 1 of 5 is this particular tuple. In this I want the 0th index. So the value 10 will be printed on the console. So from this we understood what is positive indexing, negative indexing and nested indexing. So this completes tuple indexing for you friends. Now let's go on to the tuple slicing. So for tuple slicing, let me take some more items. 6, 7, 8, 9. So 1 is at 0th index, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th and then 8. And negative indexes will range from minus 1, minus 3, minus 4, 5, minus 6, minus 7, minus 8 and then minus 9. So now for tuple slicing, we have to specify start index, stop index and step size. If we don't specify any of them, we can take the default values. So example for this is tuple 1 and I say start index is 1 colon, stop index is 6, 1 colon 6. So in this case my start index is 1. So it will point from the first index. Stop index is 6. So it will always take n minus 1. If the stop index is 6, it will take n minus 1, that is 6 minus 1 equal to 5. So it will fetch a range of items starting from the first index till the 5th index. So it will be 2, 3, 4, 5 and then 6. So my output will be and the tuple format, it will be 2, 3, 4, 5 and then 6. So we have got a range of items which are separated by commas. Now if I don't specify any start index, if I leave my start index as blank and if I specify my end index as 5, so it takes the default start index value, that is beginning of the tuple. So it will start from the beginning of the tuple till 4th index because it is n minus 1. So beginning is this value till 4. So it will take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 and then 5. So these values gets printed on the console. And now if I take tuple 1, if I specify 5 as my start index and I don't specify anything in the end index, so from the 5th index, it will take till the end of the tuple, because if we don't specify any stop index, it will go till the end of the tuple. So 5th index is 6. So it will print 6, 7, 8 and then 9. And now if I don't specify anything, I don't specify start and stop, in that case from the beginning till the end it will fetch all the items. So it will give 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Hope so friends, it is clear for you. And now if I say tuple 1, if I give my start index as 0, stop index as 6 and step size as 2. So it will range from 0 till 5. 6 minus 1 is 5. So it will take from 1 to 6. But I given step size as 2. So it will omit every alternative elements. So it will print 1, 2 it will omit, it will print 3, 4 it will omit, it will print 5. So 5. So it will print these values, that is 1, 3 and then 5. It will skip the intermediate element since the step size is 2. And now let's go move on with the negative indexes. Tuple 1, if I say minus 7 as my start index, end index is minus 3, then we get the, so starting index is minus 7. So that is the element 3. End index is minus 3. We have to again subtract one more element. We have to do n minus 1. So it is minus 3 minus 1 which becomes minus 4. So starting is minus 7. Ending is minus 4. So it will fetch 3, 4, 5 and 6. 3, 4, 5 and then 6. And now if I say tuple 1, if I don't give any start index and I give stop index as minus 6. So minus 6 minus 1 is equal to minus 7. So from the beginning of the tuple till minus 7 it will fetch the items. Beginning of the tuple is here 1. Minus 7 is at the minus 7 item is 3. So 1, 2, 3 gets printed on the console. And now if we want to reverse the tuple, I can just give tuple 1 colon colon minus 1. So from the beginning till the end, I have not specified any start and end position. So it will start from the beginning till the end, and since I given the step size as minus 1, it will print the tuple in the reverse order. That is 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and then 1. So it will print the tuple in the reverse order. Hope so friends, it is clear for you. Tuple indexing is fetching a single item from the tuple, whereas slicing is to fetch a range of items from the tuple. Syntax for indexing is tuple name, square brackets and the index value. Syntax for slicing is tuple name. You have to specify the start index, stop index and the step size. So in this way we can perform tuple indexing and slicing. Hope so friends it is clear for you. If you have any doubts, please do reach to me out in the comment section. If you like my video, click on the like button and please do subscribe to get notifications of my new videos. Till then, see you. Bye bye.